Most homeowners feel that when concrete settles, breaks, or cracks, it's because the concrete is defective. But the real culprit is the soil. More specifically, the composition of the soil changes over time, and like clockwork, the concrete settles, breaks, or cracks. Now, one reason or one cause of concrete settlement is poorly compacted fill soil. Now, underneath your concrete slab, we're working with two types of soil. You have your native soil and you have your fill soil. Your native soil has never been disturbed, and Father Time has naturally compacted the soil. Fill soil, on the other hand, was or is loose soil that was once shoveled out of the ground before being put back in. Now suppose we're pouring concrete onto your new driveway. Before the concrete is poured, the area is covered in backfill dirt. The backfill dirt is prepped slightly. Then the concrete forms are built, and finally the wet concrete is poured. Let me show you. Great. Now that we have our concrete poured, and now that concrete is poured and you're able to drive your SUV or your car onto your driveway, what do you suppose will happen? In other words, your car is parked on top of your concrete slab. The concrete slab is resting on fill soil. Fill soil is poorly compacted back soil. What do you think will happen? Yeah, the concrete slab will eventually settle. Now, another reason or another cause of settlement in the concrete is due to weather. In warmer areas where the sun is always beating down on the concrete slab, that has a negative effect on the soil underneath. In other words, the soil underneath dries up and shrivels because of the heat, and as a result creates voids in your underneath your concrete slab, where eventually the slab will find its way into the void, settle, crack, and break. On the flip side, in more wet climates, water erosion is your culprit. And how that happens, or how that works, is when there's too much water or rain that flows underneath or beneath your concrete slab, it softens the soil and washes away the backfill or the topsoil. And as a result, you'll have voids in your slab for the concrete to settle into, crack, and break.